All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today it is England versus Poland, as you can see at the top by my fancy new graphics. We've got a bit of a wider shot today, just because it made it a little bit easier for me and a little bit easier for you guys to see what's going on. If you can hear me okay, be sure to leave a comment and let me know if everything is going okay for you guys, and let me know who's there and who can see it in the chat as well. I'll just load up my phone real quickly onto YouTube and then we will be ready and we will get going ourselves. So the game tonight is England versus Poland. There is no Robert Lewandowski tonight, which is a big loss really for England and for Poland really. It would have been a fantastic game, but we don't have him tonight, unfortunately. So hopefully it can still be a very, very good game. So the teams tonight look very strong on both sides. I've been actually quite impressed with the Poland team when I've been reading it. And so hopefully it will be a good game. We'll just let a few more people walk in or come into the stream. Let me know if you can hear me, and if you can hear me okay, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And then we will start going through the teams for this evening. We are about 15 minutes away from kickoff and the team sheets have all been lined up. So I will just start sharing the screens and then we can move on. So here we are. I believe we're just about to start sharing the screen. So I will share the screen now. Here we go. Right. So England versus Poland tonight. That is the game we'll be focusing on. There is all of the games from Group I going on tonight. As you can see here, all the games will be going on. But England versus Poland is the one we will be focusing on tonight. So let's have a look at the lineups. England versus Poland. Here we go. So whilst there we are, my laptop's now loading, even better. So whilst we all wait for everyone to flood in, these are the teams right now. So we have Nick Pope starting off in goal with Kyle Walker, Harry Maguire, sorry, not Harry Kane, John Stones and Ben Chilwell. So the one change there is Ben Chilwell coming in for Luke Shaw from the last game. We then have Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice and Phil Foden apparently, but most likely going to be Mason Mount. And then we have what will be Mason Mount, Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling up front. So a very, very strong England side, very similar to the one we used the other day. Like I said, I think the only change is Luke Shaw coming in at left back. Going out at left back. In goal, we then have Wojciech Szczesny for Poland. You might recognise that name. He used to play for Arsenal, is currently playing at Juventus. Then they have Michael Helik, Kamil Glik, and Jan Bednarek. Kamil Glik and Jan Bednarek we should be pretty familiar with. Glik has played many years now at Monaco, and Bednarek is part of that Southampton side that have been so inconsistent, is the best way to say it. Inconsistent this year. Then we have a guy whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce because that looks very difficult. Beresinski. We'll go with that, Beresinski. Gregors Krychowiak used to play for West Brom. That's the only reason I know that name. Jacob Moder, someone called Rybus, Zielinski, Piatek, and Shvidersky. So the main player we are missing tonight is Robert Lewandowski. That is the big name that is off the team sheet. He is no longer with Poland in their squad, as you can see right now. They still have Milik on the bench and Kamil Grzycki. They're probably and Lucas Fabianski. They're probably the three players you guys will most likely be familiar with. Lucas Fabianski playing for Arsenal, and now I believe he's at West Ham. Grzycki used to play for Hull City, he's currently at West Brom. And Milik is at Napoli. So that is the big change. Robert Lewandowski, possibly the best number 9 at this current moment in time, not playing the game. Sorry, my TV's just gone off. I don't know why it's done that. So, yes, Lewandowski is a big loss. I really thought this would be a really competitive game, and I thought it could really change the outcome of everything that is going on in this game, and it could really change the group, Poland not having Lewandowski. Fortunately for Poland, the rest of the games, though, are in, they're in September. So that is all well and good. And the bench for England has not changed whatsoever since the other night. And so that is no worries for England. So that is how the table looks at the moment. Very close group at the moment, with Hungary and Poland both sitting on 4 points just outside of the green spots, which are the World Cup qualification spots. And there we can see the confirmation of Robert Lewandowski being missing. And Poland currently sat in third, literally I'd probably done on alphabetical order. They've got same goals and away goals. And then we have Albania, Andorra, and, of course, San Marino at the bottom of the group. So England could really stamp their authority with a win tonight. Hopefully, Hungary don't win in their game. But they are playing Andorra, Andorra have beaten them in recent years. I believe it was 2017. So it should be an interesting group, and hopefully it'll be an interesting evening for us. So let's have a look at some of the comments. I can see there's a few more people in here now, so that's even better. Now then, lovely to see you back, Harry. Thank you very much for dropping by. Not happy to see Shaw dropped. No, I don't think he's done a lot wrong, if I'm honest with you there, mate. And I think he's not really done too much wrong in an England shirt specifically. And why my ITV is having a mare today. I need to sort this out before the stream starts. So hopefully I can sort that in a second. He's not done a lot wrong, really, has he, Luke Shaw, in recent weeks and recent months. So hopefully it can really give him a kick up the backside as well. Hi, Erin. Hope you enjoy the game. The sound is really good, by the way. Thank you. I am sat further back because I've got this new graphic, which Rohan has done for me, kindly done for me. So big shout out to Rohan, as always. Lovely to have you back in the chat, Hamza. Great to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Nicholas Edwards, thank you for joining me. If you are new, mate, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And he's gone with 2 on England tonight. So let me know, guys, what is your score prediction for this evening? And he is also an Everton fan as well. So hopefully that will bring us some luck. We're getting a few more different fans in this stream, and he said to call him Nico. So there we are. Thank you, Nico. Thank you. Thank you for joining me, mate. 3-0, says Hamza. I need to think about mine as well now, once I've got my ITV hub all set up. I don't know why it started to crash tonight, but it's one of those things. We adapt and we overcome, or at least we try to. I guess that's what we say, isn't it? So I think my score prediction, I think I'm going along the lines of something that Hamza has gone with. I think it will be an England win. I think we'll be unlucky to lose this game. And I think it would be a really, really gutsy performance for Poland if they do end up winning. Nico asks, do you support Chelsea? Yes, I do. Hence why the Chelsea scarf on the radiator here. I don't really have a good setup here. I have a better one when I'm at home, not a university. So that's why I've got it there, just so you can see. Saves a few more questions, which I usually get on the stream. Next England game, Grealish would start. Yeah, I think he would. He's currently not fit. We all know that. So it's unfortunate that we can't play Jack Grealish at the moment with him being out injured. So hopefully he'll make a speedy return. And so when it comes to the Euros, we will have him in the locker in order to make sure that we get the best team we possibly can for the Euros. And that'll probably be the best way we can get to the final or the semi-finals is through that. I would like to see him start, though, more often for England. But then the problem arises. I've just got my thingy set up. Then the problem arises that who do we drop? Do we drop Mason Mount? Do we drop James Maddison? Do we drop Phil Foden? And that is where the problem arises. Good evening, June. Thank you for stopping by. I know Josh is doing his stream, so I hope for Josh's stream goes well. Be sure to make sure I say hi. And if you guys haven't already subscribed to Josh, I will drop a link to his channel in my chat, and then you guys go over there and subscribe to him. Even join his stream if you want. I don't mind. Just make sure if you do that you message him and say that Sam's stream is better. I'll leave that in the stream for you guys to go ahead and subscribe to yourself. So we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff here. 5 minutes. That's all we've got. And let's have a look at some of the comments. Harry is continuing the Jack Grealish, Mason Mount debate. Love it. Mount drops out for me. Yeah, I think the one thing with Mason Mount at the moment is Mason Mount can play a different position to Jack Grealish, a much different position to Jack Grealish. He can play in the middle of that three rather than just as an attacking midfielder. But I do agree. I think Jack Grealish is the better attacking footballer, but I don't think he is the better overall footballer. That, for me, is easily Mason Mount. And I'm not just saying that as a Chelsea fan. I genuinely think he is. So I'll just drop Josh's stream link in here for you guys. Go over there, drop him a like, and be sure to go and say Sam sent me. I'd really appreciate that, and say Sam's stream's better. I'd really appreciate that. Let's get a bit of banter between a lot of us. Pickford is injured, so Pope is starting, and he should always be number one, Pope. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. Nick Pope's been unlucky. I think the one thing Gareth Southgate loves is the fact he's got experience, Jordan Pickford, at the highest level, but you don't get experience unless you play the games, and that's the massive problem with that logic and ideology. So we are just players are lining up now. Just national anthems are going to be sang. Obviously, I cannot hear what's going on in the stadium at the moment. Otherwise, you guys will be able to hear it at the same time. So hopefully we can have a good game tonight. Let me know if any of you have still got score predictions to put in. We've seen Nico's, we've seen Hamza's. Harry, if you've got a score prediction to chuck in there, I'd absolutely appreciate a score prediction from you as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic. So we are at the Polish national anthems now. So hopefully we aren't too far away from the beginning of the actual commentary, because that's what we're here for, isn't it? You don't like me rambling on. That gets a little bit boring, doesn't it? Just with me chatting for no apparent reason whatsoever. But that's all we can do for the time being as we wait for the teams to kick off, and then we can have a bit of a debate later. Hi, Sam. Have a great stream. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate it. And obviously, Josh is doing his. Sam, Josh said, have a good stream. Ah, great. I'm glad. Thanks. 2-1 England, says Chris Ring. 2-1 England. So it looks all positive for England so far. Can't believe Walker is in the starting lineup. I don't get it what it is about the rings and not liking Kyle Walker. You'll have to explain it to me sometime. I quite like Kyle Walker, but I don't understand what it is between you guys. You must just have some hatred of him. And don't get June started on Harry Kane yet again. 1-1, can't see us beating them. Much stronger opposition. Yeah, they are a lot stronger opposition. They have a few big names in their team, but I think without Lewandowski, they might fall a little bit flat. Whether they do, I'm ready and waiting to see, and that would be excellent to see. Phillips always starts for England, and I don't know why. I just think at the minute we're lacking a centre midfielder, someone who is going to fill in either side of either Rice or Mount or someone like that. That is the problem. I think that's why Phillips starts in there, because then Declan Rice can go alongside Phillips. There we are. I was forgotten his name now, and it's on the blooming screen. Pace only. Decision making is awful. Yeah, he does have a mistake in him as well. Kyle Walker, he really does. I've seen a few big ones from Kyle Walker, which is a shame, really, because he could be an exceptional right back for us. Just going into the ad break before the game kicks off, which is brilliant. So only a minute or two away now. June Ring says 2-0 England. Always positive, apart from Harry. We're all being positive tonight, so brilliant. Koala Chris, thank you for stopping by, mate. Really appreciate it. God save the Queen. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Then June Ring's doing a Scotland prediction as well, which is 2-0 to Scotland. And we also have, when Henderson is fit, again. Phillips drops out, I think. Yeah, I absolutely. I've just seen Ollie's commented on his Armadillo account. Why did you have to do that? When Henderson is fit again, Phillips drops out. I totally agree with that one, Harry. I think Henderson, Mount, and Phillips are fighting for that midfield role, and hopefully it'll be a competitive fight for them. Henderson won't be fit for the Euros, the Liverpool player. I don't know. I hope he is, because he is he's a very good professional, and he probably a vice captain. Let's be real. I don't see Raheem Sterling as much of a captain as Jordan Henderson, which is why I'm hoping he'll be ready for us in the Euros. So we are just a minute away from kickoff on my stream. I am about a minute away, minute behind. So unfortunately, if anything does happen, we are slightly behind. And Ollie's commenting again with his Armadillo account. And Shaq AK, thank you for. I'm assuming you've come over from Josh's stream, so thank you, Josh, for coming over. Yes, come on, England. Come on, England. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Ollie was apparently doing armadillo tasks. What a great story that was when we found out who Armadillo Della Bloom was. But anyway, we are about to kick off. Enough armadillo talk for this evening. We are about to kick off, and it is just taking the knee for the Black Lives Matter, or the English players are, whereas the Polish players are pointing at the respect badge on their arm. A different approach to it, but a completely valuable approach to it. Like button equals smashed. Absolutely, guys. We are trying to hit sort of 20 likes on this stream. So if we can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. And if you are new around here, be sure to smash that like button. The game has just got underway with a few heavy tackles going in first off. We like to see some heavy tackles. That definitely eases my mind a little bit when we've got heavy tackles going in. We can see both teams are up for it, which means it probably will be a very, very good game. So the main talking point, as I've said on multiple occasions, is Robert Lewandowski. I think he would have been really changed this game for Poland this evening. And unfortunately for Poland, their best player, John Stones nearly lost the ball there as he was trying to play the ball out from the back. But unfortunately for Poland, their best player is out. He has had a fantastic 2020 into 2021, and he has scored a fantastic, phenomenal amount of goals. Has Robert Lewandowski, and hopefully for Poland, he's missing the PSG game in the Champions League, but hopefully for Poland, he'll be fit and ready for action I don't know if they're going to the Euros. Are they going to the Euros? They're probably going to the Euros. But if they are, hopefully he'll be fit and ready and firing. And he could be the difference maker for a Poland side. And Ollie wants to come on, Sam, dropping it's live. I don't have the voice for it. That's the problem. It would just look silly if I tried to do it. So early free kick for England. We are less than 2 minutes in. Ben Chilwell on a free kick from the halfway line, and the ball is being played around the back. Just between Stones and Maguire at the moment, out to Kyle Walker, the Ring family's favourite player. Was Lewandowski a Ballon d'Or, robbed of the Ballon d'Or? I vote yes. Most likely, Robert Lewandowski was probably the main candidate for the Ballon d'Or last year. And I think it was a little bit harsh considering other than the French League, the French Farmers League, there was no one really going to compete against Robert Lewandowski in terms of goals and assists and stuff like that. And actually, as an all-round player, I don't think Lewandowski was going to be challenged whatsoever. And yes, I do think he's been robbed at least of a top 3 finish, if not of the Ballon d'Or itself and in its entirety. So England's starting to get on the ball here. The ball is out left with Mason Mount as Ben Chilwell goes on the overlap. Maybe Mount's out on this left-hand side early on. Not sure if that's how it will stay, if we're playing more of a 4-2-3-1, not sure. But it looks like some good work, and it looks like a full-strength England side, or pretty much a full-strength England side, minus a Luke Shaw and minus a Jordan Henderson. I think that would be a full-strength England side. Oh, good work there from Mason Mount, but Raheem Sterling has just been intercepted. Early days, England putting on the pressure. Mason Mount using that fantastic work rate that we all know he has for England. So I think the only thing I would change about this England side is for the future or for the summer or for the Euros is that, is that Jordan Henderson exclusion because of injury. And I think that's a little bit unfortunate at the end of the day, but we have to overcome and have to adapt. And that is one of the beauties of this England side, is being able to change the players around. And Calvin Phillips is a very, very good replacement. We were discussing earlier, and I think Calvin Phillips is a good replacement. I don't think he's a world beater by any stretch of the imagination, but hopefully he can do a good job tonight and England can seal all 3 points. Quick swig of my drink. There we are, nice and refreshed. So Poland are getting some early passes together here, just at the edge of their box. Always good to do at the beginning of a game, just to get that consistency, get the feel of the ball, what a team wants, and get on the pitch and just test the players. As that looked like it was going to go through there, but very well defended. There was a ball lofted over the top, and he's just defended well there as Calvin Phillips breaks up the ball again. Okay. If you could have anyone from Poland's XI, obviously no Lewandowski, who would it be? Who would you take? From this current XI, I'm assuming you mean Ollie. Let's have a look at the side. I'm going to have to look at the side again. Probably the standout one is Wojciech Szczesny. I think he's much better than Nick Pope is. Other than that, Zielinski's half decent, Piatek and Milik are half decent, but I don't think they're getting the England side. So I think I've got to go with Wojciech Szczesny. I think that's maybe a little bit of a cop-out in terms of an answer, but it is a good, I think it's a good answer anyway. No beer tonight, Sam. I have actually got a cider, but I've just got it in a glass instead. So there we are. See, the bottle has gone. No, it hasn't. It's just I have put it in a glass, but fair enough. At least you guys pick up on what I'm actually doing. Mate, you can always tell when people have watched at least. Good choice. Also my answer as well there from Ollie. Yeah, I think the goalkeeper position is the weakest out of the England one. I think the other one is a backup centre-half. I think that's the other weak position. Unfortunately for England, they are two of the biggest and most important positions. We've seen that at Liverpool on multiple occasions. That is the biggest problem with England and with, at the minute, Liverpool. So Chris has just said, Scotland are 1-0 up. That's absolutely fantastic for the home nations. Great to see. Love to see it. Hopefully Scotland can get through to the World Cup. It'd be great to see as many home nations as possible in the World Cup. So don't forget, guys, at halftime, don't go anywhere. We will be doing a Guess the Player again. We did it last week and you guys seem to really enjoy it. So I've brought it back this week. So hopefully we can get a bit of interaction. Be sure to share it around the stream and we can get as many people on as possible. And the more people, the more fun it will be for you guys in the comments section below. I will explain that in more detail. Goals, Scotland, says June Ring. Yes. Scotland are 1-0 up. If one of you could tell me who the goal scorer is, that would be absolutely fantastic. It might pop up on my phone, but I'm not sure. John McGinn. Oh, even better for the Ring family. A family of Aston Villa fans. Oh, Phil Foden's just headed over from about 6 yards out. Maybe the ball was a little bit hard whipped in there from, is that Ben Chilwell? Looks like it is. Yeah, maybe that was a bit hard whipped in from Ben Chilwell. Tried to loft it in, and from about 7, 8 yards, he's just headed it just slightly wrong. It's just sort of hit him here rather than hitting him on the forehead, and it's gone up. An informed Shelby could do a job in midfield. He has a bit more experience than Phillips. Yeah, I think to some degree he could. I think he's more in the... This is going to sound really weird to say because... Sorry, I'm just trying to plug my laptop in because it told me it was going to die and that would be embarrassing. There we are. I think he's more in sort of the Gerrard mould than, the likes of the current midfielders we have. Ball whipped in, defended nicely there by John Stones. Good defending. Yeah, I think he's in more of a Gerrard mold than any other player. And I think we need another great player coming back to this England side. We haven't had one in so long. We haven't had a great sort of midfielder since Gerrard and Lampard left. So it'd be nice to have a elite level midfielder who's on that level, who's on that world-class level constantly, and who we can rely on and be a captain. I think we've been unlucky the way that everything has fallen with the midfielders we had. If Paul Scholes was in this generation, he'd be the best midfielder we've had. And unfortunately, he was born 5 years too young. That's just the unfortunate occasion. Maybe even 10 years too young. He'd be absolutely fantastic in this England side. Mason Mount driving past the fullback. Can he do something with this here? Through to Sterling. Sterling, can he play it? Plays it out wide to Foden. Foden nicely recovers that. It was a bit of a poor ball from Raheem Sterling. Back to Calvin Phillips. Here we go. Phil Foden trying to work at that room on his left foot to put a ball in. Goes round. A bit of a push there. Is that a penalty? Referee says no. And Poland might have the opportunity to counter-attack here. And that's over the top. But the flag has been raised for offside as Nick Pope had got to the ball in the first place. Jude Bellingham in a few years will be class. Yeah, I think he's a great player. It really is. When I watched him the other day, obviously, him being at Borussia Dortmund, you don't really see much of him in English media, but watching him the other day was simply sensational. He was class. Very strong on the ball, which is even better. Can bully players off the ball, and he's got a bit of skill as well. Nick Pope's England's number one now. Decent, but is he our best keeper? I think he is on talent, Chris, but I worry that our goalkeepers, this always seems to happen. I worry that our goalkeepers play for like really low teams in the Premier League. It'd be nice for us to have one that is playing for Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, actually at the top of the league. And that is what I really worry about with using goalkeepers from down lower in the league. Like, yes, we've got one for Manchester United, but he's the second goalkeeper at Manchester United. And he will be good in a few years' time. But at the end of the day, it isn't a few years' time now, and we will need him this summer. Everton also inconsistent as well. So that's my problem with it. Ball lofted in there from Chilwell. Sterling could not do anything with it. Ollie, you are trying to make me say some stupid names here, mate, and I just don't even want to try and pronounce that. Gregors is what we're just going to say because that's easiest to pronounce. You're not going to get me that, and I don't actually know if that's a real person. Is it a real person, or have you made up that name? I genuinely don't know if that's a real person or if you've made up that name. Well, fair enough. Dino is the main man. I'm not so sure, Harry. I know you've got your Grimsby Town ties there, but I'm not so sure at the moment. We'll have to see in a couple of months' time if we can keep David De Gea out of the team, then maybe so. And Farhan has joined the stream. Thank you, Farhan. Thank you for coming. If you haven't already, be sure to sub to Farhan. He does some fantastic work over on Josh's channel, so be sure to click on him and give him a sub. He is really an exceptional young lad, and he does, he does incredible work for Josh, so deserves all the credit and all the subscribers he gains. Genuinely is a real person too. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, it does kind of look like you just spammed a load of letters together or like hit your head on the keyboard, and that's what you've come out with there. I'm not going to lie to you. But nevertheless, that is the problem. So we are 10 minutes in here, yet to have a clear-cut opportunity. That opportunity for Foden was maybe you could categorise as clear-cut, but at the end of the day, he's not hit the target with it. So it is really not a nothing chance, but it isn't much of an opportunity, especially when you have a header fall into someone like Phil Foden, who is like 5'9" or something like that. It really, really isn't who you want an opportunity to fall to, if I'm honest. So England have just got the ball at the moment. Oh, lovely bit of skill there from Declan Rice, of all people. Just clipped the ball over out wide to Phil Foden. Can Phil Foden pick out Mason Mount? He's gone for Ben Chilwell instead. Mason Mount looks to have started down this left-hand side. So it looks like he's on the left-hand side of the midfield three. Sterling puts a ball in. Oh, Phil Foden just couldn't quite get his head on the ball there. And it looks like it's a Poland free kick. So it is very interesting at that left-hand side. As we said, it's well, as I said in the last stream, it is all about the link-up play between two teams, two teammates, should I say, and Declan Rice. Why am I saying Declan Rice? Mason Mount and Ben Chilwell have played on that left-hand side together, which may be why Mount is on that left-hand side this evening, to try and get a bit of a link-up with him and maybe ease Ben Chilwell back into the team a little bit easier. Who is the most overrated England player at the moment? I really don't know. I feel like someone's going to tell me it's Mason Mount, but I don't think it is. I think Mason Mount is underrated because everyone says he's overrated. I don't know. Who would I have to go with? You can't say it's Harry Kane because Harry Kane is the goal scorer for England. You just can't. That'd be harsh on Harry Kane. Harry Maguire maybe, but he's had a decent season. Harry Maguire has had a decent season. If you look at the stats of Harry Maguire, he has had a very decent season. And whilst he does make a few mistakes, that is the problem. Maybe Pickford, actually, Ollie. Maybe Pickford. He might be the most overrated, but he has his days. That's the problem with this England side. I wouldn't say anyone is overrated. Let me know who you think it is, Ollie. And Harry, I know Harry's listening, so if both of you let me know, then we can maybe spark a bit of a discussion. I'd love to hear what you guys think to this. So I'm just going to put on my Snapchat just to try and prompt a few more people because I forgot to share it on there. So 15 minutes in, very, very dull and boring, quiet start to the game, really, I must say. Not been a lot to commentate on. If I was just commentating all the passing, I think you get a little bit bored very quickly. But fortunately, I've got Ollie and Harry asking questions, which is brilliant. Harry Maguire is banned from Greece. Proper English behaviour. Harry Maguire hasn't been the same since Greece. I really don't think he's been the same since that incident. He's just looked like he's lost his head for a little while, and that's unfortunate as well. What happened to him over there was, not very nice whatsoever, and you wouldn't wish it on anyone. Reece James is overrated for me. Does a job but brings nothing extra. This is really weird, actually. You say this, Harry. Me and Erin were discussing this, and I named Reece. I said obviously Reece James was in the squad, pulled in towards Ben Chilwell, and it's gone out for a corner for England. Me and Erin were speaking about this actually, and talking about Reece James. Reece James is a very, very good footballer, but he's a good all-rounder. And because of the likes of Trent and Wan-Bissaka that are so exceptional in one area, as in attacking and defending, even Erin said that she thought it was, completely, that it was a random selection to be in. And, it does seem like that. You hear of all these top names and then Reece James is in there. Why have we gone for that? We've got Kyle Walker, we've got, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but why have we got Reece James in there? But I think he's a very dynamic player. Mason Mount puts a ball in. Can anyone get on that? No. Out the left-hand side to Calvin Phillips, to Phil Foden. Oh, Declan Rice, ball in by Phil Foden. Oh, cleared away there. Yeah, so I think that is a weird one, actually, Harry. It for me, it's just strange. I don't rate Jordan Henderson. I do. Ollie, sorry. I do rate him. I think he's a workhorse, and I think that's what we need. But if you wanted a creative workhorse, then now we've got Mason Mount, and maybe that's a better option. But the experience, the role he plays, and now as well being able to play as a cover centre-half if needed, always gives him a little bit of benefit. Being able to play in two positions is fantastic for anyone. Ryan Shawcross was destined to be an England regular, but totally lost his bottle after that Ramsey incident. You hate to see it. Yeah, Ryan Shawcross is one of those players who maybe could have had a bigger future. That Aaron Ramsey tackle was a little bit, it was unfortunate, wasn't it? He was a young lad at the time as well. And it's a big, big thing for a young lad to take on, is a leg break like that. He must have felt so much guilt because Ramsey was at the top of his, he was starting to be at the top of his game at that point. Also got unlucky with the game in which he was debuted. I don't know what happened with the game he was debuted. Raheem Sterling, penalty? It looks like a penalty there. I'm not sure on that one. It looked like a bit of a soft penalty there. Raheem Sterling might have done quite a good job there. So Raheem Sterling's dribbling with the ball here. I don't know who that is. A few kicks, a few pushes. Oh, that is a soft one. That there's a few kicks and a few pushes by Krychowiak, and then the other defender comes in, slides, and as he slid, he's gone to like put his leg around him, but pulled out, and his trailing leg is hit. Ollie says that is never a pen. Hopefully, Harry Kane, Mr. Captain Reliable from the spot, can score, and hopefully this will have made a better start. But there is Wojciech Szczesny goal. Can England score this? Let's have a look. Harry Kane versus Wojciech Szczesny. Deep breaths from Harry Kane. Can he score? Goes straight down the middle. Fantastic penalty. Fabianski dives to the bottom right. A fantastic penalty from Captain Kane. And that is just what England needed to settle the nerves in this game. A really good penalty from Harry Kane. Has done him with the eyes there. And England are 1-0 up. Let me know on your thoughts on that penalty. I think it was a little bit soft. If you are watching, let me know what you think to that penalty. Maybe it was a little bit soft. The problem was he did commit himself fully. And even though it was his trailing leg, not the leg he intended to tackle with, he has made contact on Sterling, and Sterling was already going. Maybe Sterling was already going over. So it will be interesting to see what the debate is around that. So Poland have got us back underway again. Good, well, I'd say a good first 20 minutes. It's not really been a good first 20 minutes, if I'm brutally honest with you. It's been a slow 20 minutes, a really slow 20 minutes. So hopefully that will spark some life into this England game. It looks like a bit more pressure as Kyle Walker just hoofs the ball up the field for no apparent reason whatsoever. And is that Bednarek has played the ball back there. Nice and calm. It was Glick, sorry. Nice and calm from Poland. Poland need to get a foot in this game now. They're 1-0 down. Not really had the opportunity. They've been dominated in possession. So hopefully that will kickstart Poland a little bit. I said earlier when I was speaking to Ollie, because Ollie is my flatmate, that we do need a kickstart to this game, and I would love an early Poland goal, but we've got an early England goal, which might do exactly the same. So hopefully it has the same effect, and Poland now go on and have a good bit of a fight about them. That would be great. Oh, I'm really bad at using a trackpad on my laptop. The Poland goal is trying his best to be Neuer now. Let's get some filthy chip goals going. Yeah, hopefully we can get some chips. Manuel Neuer has a very, very confusing style of play for me. It's really, really strange, and you wouldn't think it'd work. But here we are. Poland have free kick about 20 yards out, just off the top right, I guess. Ben Chilwell's side, so it is the left, but it's the right when you're attacking, of the box, in a position to cross it in. What can they do from here? What can they do? Will it be a right footer or a left footer? That is the main question here. With Ribus over the ball, and I'm not sure who else that is. That might be the one whose name I can't pronounce. Oh, cleared by Harry Kane. That was an awful free kick, just driven in and not really done much. Harry Kane didn't have much to do there to clear that. And Harry Maguire headers the follow-up cross. That was very, very disappointing that. So far, the ball possession, wow, let me share these stats with you so far. Ollie's saying he's not my housemate, but Ollie, I could drag you in here if you really wanted and get you on. So I'll just share the screen just to show these stats so far. It has been a complete and utter domination of Poland so far. Very, very England biased. We're going to have Inception there. So here we are, 78% so far possession for England, with 2 shots and 1 shot on target. Obviously, that one being the penalty. Yet to register a shot of any kind so far. Piatek is on a 6.4 match rating, the lowest, I believe, on the pitch, with Bednarek and Sterling. Helik was the man who gave away the penalty, I do believe. So yeah, we're about 20 minutes in, and England dominating as you would expect and making the majority of the passes. Absolutely dominating here. Absolutely dominating. That 78% stat is huge, but Poland are getting on the ball a little bit more now. So hopefully from a neutral perspective, or if anyone is watching from a neutral perspective, that England get on, that Poland get on the ball a lot more frequently and are able to push this England side all the way, because they're a good side. They are a good side. No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm not your. Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, Mr. Pedantic. So here we go. Let's have some interesting stuff. I don't know what the commentators are talking about. I can barely hear them at the minute, so I can't really have anything to talk about. I need some comments, guys. What questions have we got for me to fill the gaps? That's a lovely lofted ball in there behind. That looks like it's towards Milik, and what on earth was that? That was a shot come across there, and he's just hoofed it into the air for no apparent reason whatsoever. No apparent reason. I said Milik, I meant Piatek. Whoops. They're like the same person to me. They're the one Polish striker other than Lewandowski I know. And that looks like a bit of an injury there to number 20, which is Zielinski. I believe he was at Napoli as well. So the more you know, the more you know. But he looks to be injured so far. He's just picked himself back up, maybe just a small knock. So hopefully that won't affect him too much. And England, and Poland can push on knowing that Zielinski is back on the pitch. Active Aaron, lovely to see you again, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Solid but unspectacular so far. I totally agree. I think it's just been a bit boring, to be honest with you. I don't know how I always manage to pick all the boring games. Maybe it's just I'm noticing how boring football is now that you have to commentate over every second. But I do agree with you there. It has been solid. The stats have been solid so far, and we've been dominating, which is the good thing. Harry Maguire drives out there. Ben Chilwell, is he going to find the line there? Hit it too hard. And my stream has gone off yet again. I don't know why that is doing that. I don't know what's going on tonight. I think someone just made an announcement on my Echo, which is the problem. Snog, Marry, Kill, Nick Pope, Jordan Pickford, Dean Henderson. I'll do start, bench, drop, and I'll start Nick Pope, bench, Jordan Henderson, Jordan Pickford, and avoid Dean Henderson. I'll do it that way for you. I'll do it that way for you, Ollie. That's a good way to get out of that one. Gareth Southgate doesn't look happy with his side here. He's maybe asking for a little bit more from this England side. And to be honest with you, I would be. We're 25 minutes in and it has not been spectacular. Like Aaron said earlier, not very spectacular whatsoever. There's not much we can change about this England team, though, which is maybe a little bit worrying. Not until Jack Grealish and Jordan Henderson come back is there anything we can really change. And to be honest with you, with the form that Mason Mount has been in recent weeks, recent months, Jordan Henderson is going to he's going to be pushed to the very, very final day for that spot in the team, because Mason Mount can definitely fill that role alongside maybe this is really annoying me tonight. Everything is going wrong. I'm really hoping that my mum's listening to the stream. So, Mum, if you are listening to the stream, could you please tell Dad to stop making announcements, because it's really annoying. Raheem Sterling got a shot blocked, and then Mason Mount's come in, and it is cleared. If we don't go far at the Euros, would you stick with Southgate for the World Cup? Probably not. I think the Euros are the World Cup is the Euros on steroids, really, isn't it? And I don't think if we don't do well in the Euros, it depends who we get knocked out to, I guess. If we get knocked out to, say, a France in the round of 16, if we have a round of 16 in this, in the round of 16, then I think maybe we stick with him, see what he does in the World Cup qualifiers. But if we get knocked out by someone like an Iceland again, then we have to get rid of him. There's no faffing about. We just need to get rid of him. We need to get someone who's going to do the job. I can't remember who it was who was talking about Arsene Wenger the other day. It might have been Ollie, actually, talking about Arsene Wenger, which would be great, to be honest with you. That would be someone who I'd love to see. I don't think many people will agree with me. I think the defensive stability of Rice/Phillips is going to stand us in good stead against the big teams. But I I'd like to see him subbing one of the players out for Jack Grealish in that midfield three. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'd play Grealish though, Aaron. I'm not sure if I'd play him off the left if he wants to play a bit more creatively, because we've got Marcus Rashford as well to come back, haven't we? I forgot about him. I think I'd play him off more as a winger, as a creative winger that's able to drift in, rather than as a centre midfielder. I don't think he's got enough to be in that midfield. It's his defensive display, especially if we are. The problem is, if we start with Rice, I think maybe Rice is a little bit too young to be playing in that position by himself. And if you're playing Jack Grealish and Jordan Henderson next week, yes, you've got two defensive midfielders there, but then it goes to more of a 4-2-3-1. Ben Chilwell driving up the field here, plays it to Raheem Sterling. Can he beat his man? Goes straight past his man. Can he get a shot off? Dribbles through. Surely. Oh, what a tackle that is from Jan Bednarek. Wow, that was a fantastic tackle. Raheem Sterling should have got the shot off earlier, but what a tackle that was. Last ditch in the 6-yard box, slide tackle. You don't see many of those nowadays. Afraid of giving away a penalty, but not Jan Bednarek. Incredible defending from him. Big Sam, ex-England, reload it. Honestly, Big Sam might have... I don't know where we'd be if we had Big Sam right now. I really don't know where we'd be. And we could have been 3-0 up this game. Totally agree with that. Especially with that one earlier. Raheem Sterling just needs to be more decisive in front of goal. There was one earlier, he beat his man and went to shoot, and he just took too long. And that last one, he's got the look. He has got the look, but he's just taken too long to make up his mind. And at the end of the day, against world-class opposition, which maybe not world-class, but top-class opposition, we do need to take our chances. And Harry has reminded me of Jadon Sancho. Yes, I totally forgot about him as well. Crikey, we have got a lot of depth in those wide areas, which is probably why this debate is going on with Phil Foden, Jack Grealish and Mason Mount, because you want to be able to play Sancho over... You want to be able to play Sancho over Grealish, because arguably on the day, Sancho is a better player. Lovely ball in there. Can Harry Kane get a shot off? Great save by Wojciech Szczesny. Lovely little bit of interplay there. Raheem Sterling's played the ball into Phil Foden's feet, who's just flicked it off the outside of his foot, and it's fallen to Harry Kane. Harry Kane's driven a low shot into the bottom left-hand corner, but a big hand from Wojciech Szczesny has parried the ball sideways, and Poland could clear. Would you rather see Chelsea get relegated but England win the Euros and World Cup, or England crash out in both and see Chelsea win the quadruple? I think for me, I don't know. That's kind of hard, actually. Mainly because it's relegation. If it was just like, they finished like 17th, that's kind of difficult, because I feel like even Abramovich would leave us if we finished 17th or got relegated. But I think I'd go with England winning the World Cup, because that for me is above anything else. That feeling when we got to the semi-finals in 2018 and Trippier scored that free kick, I will never be able to recreate that in my life. That was some feeling. Or when we won the penalty shootout, that was something else. And club football is fantastic, but international football tournaments, not like this rubbish international break, that is where it's at for me. So, yeah, I think I'd go with win the World Cup and Chelsea get relegated. I don't think I could do with another England being... Harry Kane at the back post, but big punch by Wojciech Szczesny. I don't think I could do with another crashing out at the group stage yet again. It's more to change it off the bench if needed. Could be Grealish, Foden or Lingard. Not necessarily Grealish, but just changing the balance of the midfield three. It just depends on who's in that midfield three. That's the thing. Like Phillips and Rice at the minute, they against better opposition, they will be very, very solid for us. But against teams like this, you need attacking players, and you also need strong players, which is why I think Declan Rice works pretty well, if you ask me. Jordan Spencer's back. Thank you for coming, Jordan. I'm excited to have you on the stream. I think it's this time next week, isn't it? It's about then anyway. England definitely stepping up now, starting to get more interesting. It is. They're playing much nicer football this sort of last 5 minutes, actually, because I said at 25 minutes that Gareth Southgate would be annoyed. So, yeah, in the last sort of 5-8 minutes, it has been much better from England. But Raheem Sterling needs to make those decisions. He's been disappointing for me so far in this break, really, in the whole break. So, it will be interesting to see. Guys, we are trying to hit 20 subscribers. Jeez, that would have been low. We are trying to hit 20 likes on this stream. So if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. It does me the world of good. It really does. And it would be great to see. Absolutely great to see. Yeah, I'm excited to have you on, Jordan. I hope you're excited for the England-Porto game. What am I even saying? Chelsea-Porto game. I hope you're excited for that. Love that this game is full of 50-50 shackles. Oh, my God. I cannot speak tonight. Shackles now. 50-50 tackles. Scrappy in the best way. Yeah, I think I love seeing hard tackles. I really do. Hard tackles, it's a bit of a throwback, isn't it, to sort of the early noughties, late 90s, if you will. And as Mason Mount goes clattering into the back of Krychowiak there. Big tackle on Krychowiak. Maybe Mason Mount will get something back then. Curly is back, or Joseph Shipley, should I say. Can't wait for Jordan Spence video, hoping I'm not at work. I'm hoping you're not at work, because it'll be a fantastic one with Jordan on. Full of banter, hopefully, and even better if there's an absolute cricket score of a football match. Either way, it'd be even better just to see the banter. Poland with the ball with Krychowiak at the edge of the box, and an awful pass there. Kyle Walker's intercepted, but that was an awful first touch from Kyle Walker, and Declan Rice has been able to return it. That was a lovely interception. Oh my gosh. That ball there rolling back from Declan Rice was a little bit short, but Nick Pope has fortunately read it. Sam, you've lost your bottle now. Yeah, I'm saying Chackle. It's going to be Ed now. All this pressure of 10 people watching me simultaneously. Thank you to everyone who is in here right now. If you do like it and you want to enjoy it as well, be sure to share it around. Let's see as many fresh faces in the chat as possible. So we are coming up to 35 minutes. Like I said, guys, be sure to stick around for the halftime show. It should be fun. It should be entertaining. So hopefully we can have a good game. Like I said, the more people that are in here, the better. So if you know anyone and you think, oh, maybe they'll like the halftime show, get them in here. It will be entertaining, I can say. Last week, we didn't get the final answer. No one got the final answer. Which was a little bit disappointing. Curly trying to commentate on football is something I'd like to see. Yeah, Curly, you need to tell me what team you are actually set up with, because that would be a interesting one as well. We can get you on as well if you want, Curly. And then when Chelsea play them, whoever you may support, unless you support Chelsea, then we'll just get you on every week. Walker looks dodgy, needlessly pumped it, route one, at least 3 times now. Yeah, I think I agree with that one, actually, Aaron. There was a poor touch there, actually, which is maybe why the Ring family, June and Chris, when they were in earlier, maybe that's why they slated him off so much. Maybe, just maybe. Sam, who has the best and worst haircut in the England XI? I'm glad you didn't finish that in England, because I would have gone with me for the worst one in England. Worst one, Calvin Phillips. Don't like the man bun. And best one, I don't know. I can't see him from here. We're going to have to wait for a zoom in. I like Ben Chilwell's hairstyle, actually. Phil Foden's I don't like. Declan Rice, I think since Declan Rice has grown his hair out, his looks sweet. And Mason Mount's just looks standard, really, doesn't it? It just looks standardly cool. If that answers your question. I'll probably go with Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell's looks sick to me. There you are. As Ben Chilwell is offside. Brilliant. Just as I say that I like his hair. Absolutely fantastic. Typical. Just waiting for Chesney to get the ball back underway again. Here we go. Big hoof up the field there. Absolutely fantastic. And it's back to England again. What are these possession stats looking at? We will have a look at that just before half-time. Wow, it's swapped a little bit. Down to 68% for England currently. So it has been a little bit more even in the last 10 minutes or so. So hopefully Poland, from a neutral perspective, can get into this game a little bit more. And as it stays 1-0, England they're always going to worry that they'll get one opportunity. They have plenty of talent in this Poland side to do some damage, and maybe, just maybe, with one opportunity, Declan Rice, that was fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic from Declan Rice. Driven past 2 players there, absolutely calm as you like, has nicked the ball, driven past 2 players, and done absolutely fantastic, and just calmed down the play nice and easily there. If John Joe Shelby was in, his hair is on point, lol. Yeah, it's nice and easy. At least he doesn't have an awful lockdown trim, Aaron, and like we all do, I'm sure. Would love it. I think the only time you'd play Huddersfield, though, is if you got us in the first round of the cup tie, because we never get any further. Yeah, it really annoys me when I came to Huddersfield, as I'm in Huddersfield currently. To anyone who doesn't know, I'm sure you do, because there's only 9 of us, but that's not the point. If you don't know, I am in Huddersfield currently, and the year I joined, Huddersfield and Chelsea were obviously in the Premier League, and Huddersfield had already been in the Premier League for like the last season. They stayed up just. And the first game of the season before I even moved here, so it was in August, I moved in September, was against Chelsea, and it was at home, and I was absolutely gutted that they ended up being that way. But sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Ended up seeing a few games for a fiver, which was pretty good. Sterling not at it again for England. I agree, Harry. He's won the penalty, but it was a bit of a soft penalty. But I don't know what's going on with Raheem Sterling at the minute. Maybe he just needs a rest. Maybe that's what he needs, just a good rest, and hopefully find a bit more form. He's been decent for Man City this season, but he's not been anything better than decent, especially considering John Stones and Kyle Walker, the other 2 players in the England squad and the Manchester City squad. Pardon me, that's gone to me. Aaron Moy for England, Huddersfield go. Isn't he Australian? I'm assuming so, because I just realised it's Ollie's comment, so it definitely is. He definitely does. He's in China now, isn't he, Aaron Moy? I think he's at the same place as... Who's he at the same place as? Oscar? Maybe. I'm sure Ollie will tell us. I think he's there. I don't even think I have any moderators in this chat, so you could literally put, well, don't, but you could put anything. That's what I like to hear. Huddersfield better than Porto. They definitely are better than Porto. Porto, does anyone even like Porto? I mean, I don't know anyone who likes Porto. Sam, would you like to see our keepers taking free kicks and penalties like Rogerio said he did for Brazil? If we had someone who could take free kicks and was a goalkeeper, then yes, but I don't fancy Nick Pope taking a free kick. His legs are just too long. Erin's slacking in the chat here. She'll be there somewhere. She's just waiting. She'll just wait for the right time, and then she'll mute you for 5 minutes, Ollie. That's what she'll do. And to be fair, you are kind of carrying the chat currently, so there we are. I'm not biting. I'll just wait for justice next week. Okay, Jordan. Okay. Porto never heard of them. Loving the banter, guys. Keep it up. That left-hand side, Sterling, Rashford and Sancho all want to play there. I think the only one will play whoever is best on form, and I think that will be, at the minute, Rashford. I think Rashford's probably in the best form out of them. So it's always hard to compare because when they're not playing in the same league, that makes it difficult. Nick Pope, 40 yard screamers. Yeah, Manuel Figueroa-esque we should have. That's what we should have. Strikes like that. Yeah, but I agree with you there, Aaron. No one wants to play on that right-hand side, which is a little bit unfortunate. But Phil Foden, with being a left footer, might have nailed on a position there. I'm not sure if Jack Grealish is right-footed, but I think he is. So Phil Foden might have nailed a position in the starting team because he is left-footed and he offers that something slightly different. And to be honest with you, he's not far off being the quality of the starters. Here he is on the ball there, rolling it into Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell goes wider to Raheem Sterling. Can he do something with the ball here, Raheem Sterling? Cuts in, cuts back out again. Can he get the ball in the box? Good block there by, looks like Kamil Glick has just cleared the ball onto his own defender and out. Why don't England line up with a full Burnley XI? Slanderous hashtag Claret's Twitter. You should tweet that and see if you can get people in the stream, Ollie. That would be absolutely genius. Just say I've been slating off the entirety of Burnley. Burnley are a team that are they're a bit of a laughing stock in this house. I must say we like to mock it a little bit too much. Oh, it's gone quite dark, hasn't it? I'll just put my light on. 2 seconds. Hopefully that did something. It didn't really do anything, but it looks a little bit brighter for you guys. I've got one here and one there, so hopefully that looks okay for you guys. We are 2 minutes away here from the halftime show. There's 12 of us in the chat, which is great. We need as many people active in this chat for the halftime show as possible. So if you are going to go anywhere, stay around just for 5 more minutes, and then we can have an enjoyable game at halftime rather than listening to me rambling on for too long. We will check the halftime stats. In fact, I will do that now whilst the game is sort of drawing to a close in this second half. So let's have a share of the screen. Here we go. Oh no, I don't want to share a video file. That would have been awful, wouldn't it? Here we go. So as you can see here, it is currently 1-0. Looks like it's about to go half-time at 1-0. England are still in the lead with a Harry Kane goal in the 19th minute. If anyone knows the scores from the other games, I will check them in a little while. But if anyone knows the scores from the other games in our group, that would be great. So let's have a look at the team rating so far. 6.8 for Raheem Sterling. Like Harry said, I think that's maybe a little bit generous for England and for Raheem Sterling today. He's not been at his best, but he's about to dribble past someone else. Can he get that in? No, his shot is blocked again. I'd love to see how many attempts at goal Raheem Sterling has had during this time. Harry Kane and Declan Rice and Harry Maguire leading the way here. Declan Rice does not surprise me at all. He's had a good game dribbling the ball out so far. And that is pretty much all to see. Pretty much all we can say about that team. The rest of them have really been average so far. Phil Foden creating a few different bits and bobs, and Raheem Sterling winning the penalty. Ball whipped in there. Harry Maguire at the back post, and it's cleared. And that is half-time. Half-time, England 1, Poland 0. So the final thing to look at, ball possession, 68%. It has been a little bit more even since we checked it earlier on, but it hasn't made too much of an impact on this game. So we will stop sharing the screen, and hopefully there is plenty of people here. Are we all ready? I can see Active Aaron is nice and active and ready for us. If you aren't already, go subscribe to Active Aaron. He is absolutely fantastic for that kind of thing. Let me just check I'll check the other scores in the group. He's got a really good channel of health and fitness, that type of thing. So if you're looking to get fit, Aaron is your man. He's got the same stuff on every social. So just looking, Hungary are 1-0 up at Andorra, and Albania and San Marino are drawing 0-0. A good start for San Marino. A really, really good start for San Marino, which ain't bad for San Marino. 0-0 at half-time. I think they would have taken that really well. So we will move on to Guess the Player. Are we all ready? Let me know in the chat, guys. Are you guys all ready for Guess the Player? Leave a massive thumbs up or whatever you want to do. Whatever it is. Germany losing to North Macedonia. I did not see that. Where has that come from? They are. They most certainly are, Jordan. You do not lie. Who has scored that? I mean, I guess I don't know who it is. It's Bardi. Yeah, fair enough. No, it's a Pandev goal with a Bardi assist. Oh, fair enough. Wow. That could shake up the standings there in that league. Wow, that actually puts North Macedonia above Germany. If it was to stay like this, they would be above Germany, and Germany would be in third place. So I'm hoping we're all ready. Harry's got his thumb up, so I'm going to take that as a thing from everyone. So we're on to Guess the Player, guys. In case if you don't remember the idea from last week, it was I basically give you a clue. You guys have got to work it out. and you've got to try and guess who the player is from the clue. So here we go. So the first clue of round 1 is, and you only get 1 guess per round, unfortunately, but here we go. First guess, or the first clue, should I say. This player made their professional debut in 1999 and retired in 2017. No guesses for, no cheating, guys, no using Google. To be fair, if you end up guessing it from this one, I think it'd be quite a fluke. So they made their professional debut in 1999 and retired in 2017, this player did. Just put a random guess. It can be anyone you like. Just try and think of someone who retired the last couple of years. Germany are in the big leagues now. Yes, they are now fighting against all of the difficult teams. So, have we got any answers, guys? Have we got any answers? Curly has gone with Vincent Kompany, going all in one question. Harry's going Frank Lampard. That's a good answer. Ollie is going Ryan Giggs. Let's see if Jordan's got an answer, if he's still tuned in. If not, we'll give him a couple more seconds and we will move on to the second question. Does anyone feel confident about their answer? Does anyone feel confident about their answer? They are 3 good answers, actually, to be fair. To be fair to you. We will move on. Oh, we've just got another comment. Arjen Robben. Jordan is going for Arjen Robben. Arjen Robben. Here we go. So the next one is, hang on, let me just scroll down. Here we are. This player was part of the Spain squad that won the Euros and the World Cup squad in 2008, 2010, and 2012. Who is this player? Who is this player? So that eliminates Vincent Kompany, Frank Lampard, Ryan Giggs, and Arjen Robben from the team. Who do we think it is, guys? Who do we think it is? Think about your options there. That should have narrowed it down quite significantly for you. Hopefully, we might see a correct answer in here. I won't give it away if there is a correct answer for it. I feel like there's a few brains churning right now. I feel like there's a few brains churning to try and name some Spanish footballers of that era. What a side that was, by the way, to win that. To win a World Cup, then a Euros, then another World Cup. Simply sublime. You wouldn't get that very often anymore, and I don't think it's likely to happen anytime soon, if you ask me. So we are on 164 subscribers. Thank you to the 2 new people who have subscribed. I really appreciate that. So we have Cesc Fabregas. Good answer from Jordan. Cesc Fabregas. And we have Xavi Alonso. I'm assuming that's Xabi Alonso you're meaning rather than Xavi. But I'm assuming that was just a typo, Ollie, rather than you saying the wrong name. I'm just going to drop in Josh's stream right now and... I'm just going to drop him some hate. Why not? Have we got any more answers? It looks like Harry's gone quiet. Harry might be a little bit unsure here. He thought his answer was going to be correct. So we will move on to the final one. Anyone out of England, and I'm doomed, says Curly. Sorry. Maybe some of the next ones will be a little bit more dictated towards you. Maybe they will be a little bit more... a little bit easier for you to guess. They should be. It should make it easy after this final question. Xabi, sorry. I thought it would have been, but I didn't know if you meant Xavi and then just thought that was his name. So, and the final question, this should give it away. Has won 2 Champions League titles, one with an English club and a Spanish club. Double ands there. That's how important that is. So he's won 2 Champions League titles. I have not excluded anyone from this, so we might have already seen the correct answer. Who knows? So have we got the correct answer so far? Let's have a look at some of the comments. Have we got any more comments? We're yet to get another comment. Come on, guys. One more comment. That's all you need. Let's have a look. That is all we need, is one more comment so I can confirm it. Just anyone. Come on. Just anyone. All it takes is one person to guess. Come on, guys. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Ollie is sticking to his guns. He's going with Xabi Alonso. As everyone else is quiet, I think I'm going to have to reveal the answer. And Ollie is going to be a very, very happy boy. And it is Xabi Alonso. It is. Made his professional debut in 1999 and retired from Bayern Munich in 2017. Jordan, you're not far off with that, to be fair. Cesc Fabregas, did he? No, he didn't win the Champions League with Chelsea, and I don't think he won the Champions League with Arsenal. So very close with that one. And Curly went with Granit Xhaka. Nearly. So we will move on to the next round of the quiz. Here we are. So let's have a look at the first clue. I am a former England international. I've been very, very vague here. Very vague. So I'm going to give you a few more guesses. Just guess as many as you want. There is only 8 of us in the stream, so guess as many as you would like. And hopefully, we might see some flying in. So let's just have a load of English players flying across the chat. Maybe I'll have to help you out if you guys are being quiet tonight. Maybe I'll have to help you out. Here we go. Oh, Josh is at his halftime thing. We've got David Beckham. We've got Stevie G. We've got Adam. For God's sake, Harry. Imagine if that had been the player I'd gone with. Peter Crouch. Curly goes with Peter Crouch. Is that because he replicates you and him of the same tomato type? Is that what it is? You've got the same body type, Curly. Yet to hear one from Ollie. Ollie's probably writing a long list of random footballers for us. That's what I hope he's doing. If not, he's just not listening. So that looks like that's all we've got from this round. We can only name 4 English players between us. Brilliant. Next question is, I have never won the Premier League despite playing there all my career. And this is 2.2, despite playing there all my career. So who has played in the Premier League and is an former English international and has never won the Premier League? And Curly is going saying it must be Peter Crouch does fulfill those 2 currently. So does Adam Johnson. Has Adam Johnson got a Premier League title? I'm going to have to Google that. I think Adam Johnson's got more Premier League titles than Peter Crouch. Adam Johnson. Let's have a look. I don't know why I'm even seeing this. Joe's nailed this. Oh, so Jordan thinks it's Peter Crouch as well. Stevie G got to be, says Harry. Well. Let's move on to the final answer to see who is right. The final one is, I feature frequently as a Sky Sports pundit. Who is it, guys? Who is it? Who features frequently as a Sky Sports pundit and is a former England international and has never won the Premier League? I can't watch this. I apologise. And the Paddy Power sponsor is taking me to victory. Curly, I don't think Peter Crouch is a frequent Sky Sports pundit. He's on BT Sport. You're gonna regret saying that, my guy. You're gonna regret saying that. Oh yeah, what was I searching? Adam Johnson. Has Adam Johnson won more Premier League titles than Stevie G? No. Yes, he's won 1. So yes, he has won more than Stevie G. That is absolutely disrespectful. So I'm too poor to have Sky. Come on, Joe. Who's on like Monday? Cara, thank you. Jamie Carragher, thank you, Harry. Oh my God, guys, I had to spell that out for you. There's it is, the answer. Jamie Carragher was the answer for today. And the final one, we've got a little bit of time because the game, it's still in the advertisement. So the final one, let's have a scroll-a-rooney. I can't believe I just said that. The final one, this is really vague as well. I'm a 90s baby. Name any footballer who was born in the 1990s. The whole decade. So it might be someone who's quite young. It might be someone who's my age, or it might be someone who is a little bit older, who is going into their 30s now it will be. So who is a 90s baby, a footballer who you can name? You've just got to name anyone between the ages of 21 and 31. That's all you've got to do, guys. All you've got to do for this first round. And maybe you might have fluked it and got the first one. Curly says John Stones. Good answer that. He definitely is a 90s baby. Harry saying Mason Mount. I won't make it that easy for you, Harry. I won't make it that easy. Let's see. Have we got any more answers? Maybe spam a few, guys. Let's see who we can get. If not, we will move on to the next question. I think this is quite a hard one, actually. I tested it out on Rohan earlier, and he had no clue who it was until literally I said who it was. So maybe this is a hard one. Saying Harry Maguire. So just a 90s baby. Absolutely. He is a 90s baby. Very much so. We'll move on to the next question. Nice and easy for us, guys. The next one is, I have one of the worst injury records for anyone of my age. Why can't I type on these? So who has a rubbish... his name is a shop. His name is a shop. I mean, it could have been Harry. It was worth a punt, but no, it's not. So we are going with, I have one of the worst injury records for anyone my age. Think about someone who gets injured frequently. Who is there? Could it be Danny Ings? Could it be... Wow, that was the first one on my head. Who else gets injured quite frequently? I genuinely can't think. Josh Ring is in the chat. Lovely to see you, Josh. Thank you for stopping by. Hope your stream's going all right, mate. Callum Wilson, that's another good one. He's injury prone as hell. Harry Kane's another one, injury prone as hell. Has anyone got any ideas? The final one will definitely give it away. I think we're thinking too English here, Harry. Think of someone who might be... I'm going to give you another clue before we get to the final one. He plays in Spain. Boys, how old is Neymar? Neymar's 28, so yeah, he's fine. Yeah, Neymar's fine. Good one, that one, Curly. Think outside of England, nationality-wise, and the club he plays for. Plays in Spain is what I'm going to give you as an extra one to see if we can get this final one. Plays in Spain. Español. And I will give you the last one right now. So this is someone who is a 90s baby, has one of the worst injury records for anyone of their age, and is French and used to play for Borussia Dortmund. This might be able to give it away, depending on how good your football knowledge is. We're about to kick off again in this second half. Hopefully, you guys can get the thingy going. You can get this one. Hopefully so. I'd really appreciate it if you did. I feel like I've stunted a few people here. I feel like this one might have been too hard. I've been too vague with this one. Harry, you'll have to let me know. As probably because Curly's footballing knowledge isn't the greatest. But I think Ollie's dropped out of the call as well, so he could have helped you with this one. Right, we'll give the answer. We've got no guesses. Oh, here we go. Griezmann, he did not play for Dortmund, but you're on the right lines. Who is French and plays in that Barcelona team with him, Jordan? He plays up front with him. I'll give you a couple of seconds to get that because I think you will get it. Very injury-prone player. Harry has no clue. Maybe I made this one a little bit too hard, but I'll just reveal it now. We are getting to the end of the halftime show, and has he got it? Jude Bellingham, final answer. He's English, Curly. He's English. Final answer is Ousmane Dembele. So well done to you guys who, well, if you did get one, congratulations to you guys. Very good work. Let me remove that banner off the screen and remember, guys, to smash that like button if you're new around here. And we are getting underway again in this second half. So here we are. I think that was Poland getting us underway in the second half. England got us underway in the first half. So hopefully so. So well done to anyone who got the correct answers in that. I know that final one was a hard one. Maybe I'll make it a bit easier for you next time, guys. Maybe I'll make it a little bit easier. So, I don't think there have been any changes at halftime. I'll just have a quick scan, see if I can see if there's any changes. Doesn't look like there has been, looking at the teams, but maybe there is one that I've missed. Let's have a look at the lineups. Yeah, it doesn't look like any from England, at least, and that is the all-important one. And there is one for Poland, which is... Milik is coming on, and he's just been yellow carded as well. Wow, that didn't last long. A minute it took for Milik to get yellow carded. He's come on for Swiderski is what I'm going with. Swiderski. Damn, my next guess. Yeah, you were so close there, Curly. You were so close. At least Bellingham actually plays for Dortmund. You got the right club. Yeah, you got the right club. 46 minutes and one change to either side. Milik is a prolific goal scorer. He really could be the difference in this game. He really, really could. So. Lovely ball whipped in there. Oh, someone needs to be arriving at the back post there. He's done a deep ball there as Kyle Walker, and maybe there should have been someone going in behind Raheem Sterling, or Raheem Sterling should have saved his run a little bit to get on the end of that. That is disappointing for England. He was being held there by the Polish centre back, but nothing has come of it. Nothing has come of it. So let me know, guys, what are your score predictions now? We had a few 3-0ers from people in earlier on. So hopefully we've still got a few of them. If they are still in here, let me know what your score predictions are now. I think I'm still sticking with my 3-0. I think we'll get one by about the 65th minute, and then we'll get one a little bit later on to seal the deal for England. Mason Mount here out left. He's going to try and dribble at the defender. Gone past him, and that looks like a foul, a blatant Stonewall foul there from Kamil Glick. Just been done by the pace there. Mason Mount has just weaved in, weaved out again. And he's been flattened. That's the best way I can... Oh, knocking the mic. Best way I can see it. Farhan says, hope your stream is going well. Sorry I can't stay as I'm on Josh's. Yeah, I know, mate. Thank you for stopping by, though. I really appreciate it. Hope you two are doing okay. I'm sure you are. I'm sure you're doing a good job. Like I said, if you haven't already, subscribe to Farhan. He's a good lad. And Jordan is sticking with a 2-1 win. So 2-1 England win. That also could be possible. If that happened, Jordan, would you want to see Poland score next to make it a bit more interesting? Or... Oh, ball whipped in here from Phil Foden. It's just gone straight over and out of play. So, Jordan, if you wanted that, would you want England to score next, get the game? Looks like it's wrapped over and done with, or would you want it to be a little bit more competitive later on? So I will be streaming at the weekend. I think I'm going to do the Chelsea game. If there are any ideas for what games you guys want to see me broadcast or want to see me stream or whatever, then please do let me know. I'm going to be doing this maybe a little bit more because instead of actually editing with me coming into my final month of university, it makes it a little bit easier for myself, a little less time consuming as well. Poland are on their counter-attack here, but well intercepted there by Kyle Walker. And a lovely bit of play there from Phillips and Foden to get the ball out. So, yeah, I am going to be doing a little bit more streaming. So if you guys do enjoy, like I said, smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, get us to 20 likes. We're so close. We're just 3 off. Even if it involves making a new account, smash that like button for me, guys. I'd really appreciate that. It does me the world of good. And I really do appreciate all the support on the streams, and especially because we've got 8 people sat here watching, and that is mental that 8 of you are sat through watching this, to be honest with you. So I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Got to be Poland goal next, just to make the game a bit more interesting. Yeah, the only other way would be to if England get a quick fire goal and then Poland respond quickly. That would be another interesting way. And then it'd be edgy seat stuff for the rest of the game. Raheem Sterling here has the ball out wide. Can he do something with it this time? He's been good dribbling-wise, but he's just not been very creative at the end. Phil Foden, lovely take there. Cuts inside on his left foot, and he's just messed it up a little bit. Kyle Walker tries a fancy flick, plays the ball back behind Calvin Phillips, and the opportunity looks like it's all but gone there. And Poland have recovered the ball. Yeah, I really hope it's more interesting in the second half. Poland look like they've come out wanting it a little bit more this second half, though, which is always good for any any commentary, really. It's nice to have stuff going on and not just midfield play. Midfield play is definitely the hardest to commentate on because no one has a clue where the ball is on the pitch. Calvin Phillips looks like he's just taken a knock there. I didn't quite see what happened. Number 20, what is he doing there? Oh, so what's happened there is the midfielder for Poland has just gone to kick the ball. Calvin Phillips has nicked the ball away and just got his foot in front. And, well, that's all you need to know. The ball, he's then kicked Calvin Phillips' leg and unfortunately taken his legs from underneath him. It did look like a painful one and looked like one that could hurt. Looks like there's a bit of an attack on here. Out wide in the left position. Ball whipped in. Can they get their head on that? Milik and I've forgotten the other guy's name again. How do I keep doing this? They're both got in each other's way, the strikers. How did I always forget Piatek's name. I'm glad Milik's on the pitch. At least it looks like I've got it right. Piatek and Milik got in each other's way there. Unfortunately, could have been a good opportunity as Declan Rice wins the ball back again. Been very, very impressed with Declan Rice so far. 50 minutes played. Poland growing into this game, though, starting to drive at this England team, cause a few problems. Long shot, blocked. Was not a shooting opportunity there. Don't know why he has gone for that. Number 20, who is number 20? Zielinski. How do I keep forgetting his name as well? This is driving me crazy. I just keep forgetting everyone's names. So here we are. Poland growing into this game a little bit more in the second half, making it a little bit more interesting, just like me and Jordan wanted. Just playing the ball around the back again. It's so, like, there's no point in commentating over the ball going around the back. Does anyone have any questions whilst we're here? So that we can actually talk about something, because it's just gone all the way through to their keeper as well now. So just one long ball has gone through. What's your predictions for how Group I will finish? Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. Brilliant. Group I think it will be. I've got to go with Poland finishing second because the rest of the games are in September. But I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Hungary further up. Nick Pope takes a risk there and has been fouled there. A little bit clumsy there between John Stones and Nick Pope. Maybe not the communication you'd have wanted between your centre-half and your number one goalkeeper. The ball's gone through. John Stones has tried to shield the ball and has not done. He just needs to kick it. He's ran at too much speed at Nick Pope. Nick Pope is unable to because John Stones has touched it, pick it up as it would have been a back pass, unfortunately. But we have got away with one there because we've won the free kick. So I think I would go with England in first, Poland in second, Hungary third, Albania fourth. San Marino currently are still on for a draw. San Marino are still drawing this game. So you never know. But I think it'll be Andorra, then San Marino. Let me know, Jordan, who do you think will finish in what position for this? It is still 0-0 in San Marino, Albania. Could be a massive, massive point for San Marino. Only their third point ever for San Marino. And June Ring is back. Thank you for coming back, June, to tell me that it is 2-0 to Scotland as John McGinn has scored his second. Brilliant. Thank you, June. Thank you. Absolutely fantastic stuff to see from the other home nation currently going on. I believe Northern Ireland are playing as well tonight. I have not been able to check the Northern Ireland score, so if there are any Northern Ireland fans, I do apologise. Italy are also 1-0 up. Northern Ireland are drawing 0-0 with Bulgaria. Israel and Moldova are drawing 1-1, but Moldova do have a sending off. And Hungary have gone 2-0 up now against Andorra. So that game looks pretty much done and dusted for Hungary. It looks like they are going to cruise through and take that second spot currently. Yeah, I think, Jordan, I would go with Poland in second. I know Lewandowski's out now, but this is the only game that they're really going to miss. And it might be the big one. It might be the one that they want most of all to take points from because it's like a 6-pointer. But at the end of the day, Poland have got plenty of games when he'll be back fit and ready. And is that handball there? What have they given there? Why are we seeing this replay? It has hit Harry Maguire's hand. If that's not a penalty, he looks to have got away with one there. His hand's not in a natural position on the back of, is that Milik? No, that was so weird. I don't know why we saw that so many times. That it isn't. It is a free kick to England outside the box. But what a weird way to do that, to show that replay so many times. Who do you think are the best 4 countries in the world at the minute? Best 4? Wow, good question, Joseph. Is Milik going to do anything with this? I'm just going to hold that thought there, Joe. I will be back with you in a sec. That felt weird calling you Joe, even though I always call you Joseph. Looks like they're not going to do anything with that. Best 4 at the moment, France and Portugal. Portugal were disappointing last night, though. But I'd stick with France and Portugal. I'd probably put Belgium in there as well. I think Argentina are good. Netherlands are up there with Van Dijk back fit. Germany are pretty good, but they're lacking a striker. But I could say that about the Netherlands. So I think there's Brazil as well, isn't there? Crikey, there's Brazil. Who's a Brazilian striker? Jesus. I think I'd go with Brazil as the 4th one. And then I think I'd go with France number 1, Belgium number 2, Portugal number 3. Maybe would have been higher. Maybe would have been higher up. But last night was a very difficult game for Portugal, and it really shouldn't have been. They were 1-0 down against Luxembourg of all teams. And England and Jordan is going England, Poland, Hungary, Albania, Andorra, and San Marino. And it is 1-1. I totally missed that because of Jordan's comment. But it is May. Is that Mayer? Is that how you pronounce his name? How do you pronounce his name? Let me get on this team sheet. It is 1-1. John Stones is fuming. Jordan's prediction could be on here. It is 1-1. And the goal scorer is Moda for Poland. And John Stones has got the ball and he's just had it nicked off his toe. And Milik has done absolutely fantastically there to thread in Moda. And John Stones has been made to pay. What awful defending there. I have said this about John Stones for a while now. He has a mistake in him. We saw it in the semi-finals against Croatia. He has a mistake in him, and he's done it again tonight. And unfortunately, he has been made to pay there. And not a lot Nick Pope could do. Maybe should have dived. Harry Maguire's done his best. But England have been made to pay after a silly, silly error from John Stones. Too casual on the ball. And it is England 1, Poland 1. Let me know what you think about that. About that goal. That was truly, truly awful. Well, I'd say even I wouldn't do that. No, I'm probably too bad to even be in that position in the first place. Don't forget San Marino. I didn't forget San Marino. I just didn't know where to put them. With that big point that they're getting here, Harry, they're on for a point at the minute, mate. They are currently drawing 0-0 with Albania. I really hope San Marino can get their first ever win. If they're going to get it, they will get it tonight, San Marino. And maybe Poland can cause an upset here without Lewandowski. Goal, says Chris. Yes, unfortunately, Chris. Ben Chilwell's trying to go around the outside. Great bit of defending there from the Polish international at right back. And Jake is in the chat. Thank you for joining, Jake. Stones will always be a liability to me. His decision-making can be very poor. I totally agree with that one. Like I said earlier, we saw it against Croatia. I don't think we've got that defender like a Rio or I was going to say a Stonesy there. A Rio or a John Terry or someone like that who is going to be a solid rock at the back for England, and that is unfortunately the problem here. We have 2 centre halves and a right back who are capable of making mistakes, and it has come to bite us on the backside yet again. While I'm on with accurate predictions, Porto to win to 0 on Tuesday. Ooh. We'll have to wait and see, won't we, Jordan? We'll have to wait and see. I am looking forward to that game. I hope you are. I will get a good halftime game for you. Maybe we'll do a you against the comments or something like that. Let me know. We'll come up with an idea for it. We'll come up with an idea for it for you. Win to nil. Wow, wow. Big prediction. Big prediction. Bold prediction as well from Jordan there. Still on for Jordan's 2-1 though. I still think England could get the win here, but it's getting a bit nerve-wracking. It's definitely what me and Jordan said though. It's definitely going to be interesting. England do have a free kick from about 35 yards out on Phil. Oh my God, that was a voice cracking and a half on it. Phil Foden is over the ball with Calvin Phillips. I think that is. Why is Calvin Phillips over a free kick? Am I missing something here? I don't know. But it is on Phil Foden's side of the pitch. Calvin Phillips whips the ball in. Oh, good defending there again at the front post. Poland have been impressive defensively. Maybe England shouldn't even have a goal in the first place. We could have scored a lot more, but unfortunately we haven't, and we've been made to rue that decision. I think that was more of a bad touch than a bad decision. I hope he bounces back because him and Maguire staying in form is vital for summer. Yeah, I do too, but I think the problem was there. I think he overthought his decision. And then that was the problem. He overthought what he was going to do with it. He took his eye off the ball for a second, which was a poor decision. And then he created a poor touch. And I do agree, but ball whipped in there. Raheem Sterling's gone for the header and Szczesny's come to claim. I think that's the problem. Szczesny looking up the field there to try hit Milik, but well read by Harry Maguire. They will be very, very vital, Harry Maguire and John Stones. Raheem Sterling running out the defender. Can he do something this time? Not quite good enough. Wojciech Szczesny comes out to smother. Very, very, very competitive second half this is going to be. Now, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be tense. So if you are enjoying, be sure to smash that like button. We're trying to hit 20 likes on this stream. I don't know how many we're on. Someone please let me know how many we're on. If we're already on 20, absolutely fantastic, guys. I really appreciate that. I can't see that from on my stream currently. 1-0 to Porto. Rudiger own goal in the 67th minute. Got to be. Curly, if that happens, I don't even know. If that happens, I'll give you 50 quid. There you are. June says it's 3-0 to Scotland. 3-0 to Scotland. Who scored that one? It's 1-1 in the Germany-North Macedonia game. Gundogan has equalised. France were 1-0 up against Bosnia-Herzegovina. Herzegovina. Che Adams, the former England man. I say the former England man. He's just swapped his allegiance to... what's going on here? I don't know what even went on there. Che Adams has scored there. I guess the former Englishman. He's just changed his allegiances to Scotland. And Mason Mount looks like he's been fouled there. He's done well though to get the ball to Maguire, even if it was just falling on it. Goal, Albania goal. The dream is over, I think. The dream is over with that one. Albania have scored. Manaj, who was pretty good the other night, has scored for Albania, which is a sad occasion for San Marino. Hopefully they can get a goal. Chris Ring, sub the England team with the Scotland team. Yeah, at this current moment in time, maybe so. I was actually discussing the other day in one of Josh's streams the potential of a Great Britain team like we did at the at one of the Olympics. Imagine how sick we could make a team then with the likes of Gareth Bale, Andy Robertson, people like that, Kieran Tierney, even Che Adams, players like that. That'd be sick, to be fair. Germany equaliser. Yes, Ilkay Gundogan has scored from the spot. Unfortunately, the dream's over there. What a bad few minutes there, and June just confirming it is Che Adams with the third goal for Scotland. So it looks like it's going well for Scotland, but not so well over here. I'm not sure how Northern Ireland are getting on. I've not seen any updates so far, so I cannot confirm. And Denmark are 2-0 up against Austria, and Israel have pulled away against Moldova. So it looks like England are, not underperforming, but England might have a few questions to answer in this second half, especially now that it is 1-1 and Poland are growing into this game. I can see there's 11 people in this chat as I'm trying to get my phone to work again. So thank you guys for watching. If you are new, be sure to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and if you know me, leave a comment and let me know you're here, and I appreciate you guys for coming in. Pope should have done better with that goal. I'd have kept that out back in the day. Harry, come on. Would you have kept that out? Would you have kept that out? No. Anyway, moving on. moving on. 65 minutes played. What subs do we want, guys? What subs do we want? I think I want Raheem Sterling off. I don't know who I'd bring on, though. I need to look at that England bench if I am going to. I'll chuck that on the screen in a second. I'll get the bench all loaded up, and then we can have a discussion. Who do we want on the bench? Plenty of time in that San Marino Albania game for a San Marino goal as Milik heads goalwards, but just puts it wide. Plenty of time in that game still for something to happen. Right, I'm just going to share my screen and we can talk about substitutes. Nick Pope or Harry Kane. Harry Kane, even Harry Kearns. Jeez, I read that wrong. You'd think I was the dyslexic one, Curly. Nick Pope or Harry Kearns. A hard one. I think I'm going to have to pass on that one, Curly. I think I'm going to have to pass. That's like trying to pick Messi or Ronaldo. It just doesn't happen. As with every generation, a Great Britain team would be England. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem, Aaron. It's an interesting concept, though, especially with the likes of Bale in that team. That would be sensational. Ramsey as well. Aaron Ramsey would be a player that we definitely need in this team. At the current moment in time, we are lacking a box-to-box sort of midfielder. So I will just share the screens and then we can talk about substitutions. I think Pope should have done better with the goal as well. Crikey. Oh, Harry Kane nearly gets on the ball there. Snaps Wojciech Szczesny a little bit, but it was well worth going for the ball. Harry Kane there. Well worth the opportunity. And he nearly was able to profit from that. He's thought sharp. It was a bit of a poor touch from Wojciech Szczesny. Oh, inception. Didn't mean for that. Bit of a poor touch there from Wojciech Szczesny. And Harry Kane nearly pounced on that. So these are the teams so far. Raheem Sterling's managed to get himself up to a 7 match rating. Poland are on the counter-attack here. Can they do anything with it? Gets past Ben Chilwell with ease. And it's well defended there from Declan Rice. Raheem Sterling, as we can see, is on a 7 match rating now. Maybe, I don't think I'd give him that. He's done well dribbling-wise. Can Mason Mount fight? Phil Foden, come on, Foden. Foden one-on-one with the keeper, right foot. Oh, good save from Wojciech Szczesny. Not enough power on that shot by Phil Foden on his weak foot. Something Phil Foden needs to work on there, those efforts with his right foot. Mason Mount got the ball through. It looked like Phil Foden was going to be able to go all the way there. His first touch was a little bit poor. Maybe if the first touch was better, he could have kept it on his left foot and would have scored. So who are we looking at to make subs? I think maybe bringing off a Calvin Phillips, giving Mason Mount that license to roam. Here's Harry Kane again. This looks like it's going to be an interesting second half once we have done this discussion about substitutions. Maybe Calvin Phillips, maybe a shift to a 3 at the back could benefit England here, bringing on a Reece James or a Kieran Trippier. Kieran Trippier still yet to feature in these sets of fixtures, so maybe he can be the man. He needs an opportunity. Maybe he can be the man to do so. We've got no Bukayo Saka, who would probably be ideal here. A Jesse Lingard or a Dominic Calvert-Lewin would also be decent. Maybe playing a 2 up front could shake up this England defence a little bit. Maybe playing a 3-4-1-2 maybe could shake up the defence a little bit. I'd be interested to see if Reece James came on. I know Gareth Southgate likes Reece James, and a 5 at the back, it would work, bringing him on, playing Mason Mount and Declan Rice in that 2 midfield in the middle, and then having the 3 forwards. Maybe that could work. Maybe a Jesse Lingard could be the one to unlock this gap. Let me know, guys. Obviously, I can't see the comments at the moment because I am on this other screen. But so far, it doesn't look like we've got too many options, if I'm honest with you. We haven't got too many creative options. There's a shame there's no Jadon Sancho or Trent Alexander-Arnold, because it is crying out from some proper English creativity. So let me know, guys, what your subs are going to be. I'll give you 5 more seconds with that on the screen. I think I'd like to see maybe a Trippier or someone like that in this team, and to make a difference. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Right, let's get back to the stream. Let's see if anyone has some comments. So I think Pope should have. I've already read that one. Ward-Prowse for Phillips and Lingard for Sterling is what I'd change. Yes, maybe so. That could work. I just don't know if Sterling's too big a player to be subbed off when you're down. The form that they're in at the minute, I think San Marino could take Chelsea. Poland goalkeeper, man of the match so far. Yeah, Wojciech Szczesny has done well. A little bit unfortunate on the penalty, though. Guessing the wrong way, but he has been solid. And I think anyone could take on Chelsea, if I'm honest with you. No, I'm joking, of course. San Marino. I'll tell you what, do we all want to get a team together and see if we can beat San Marino? Because I think we could. I'd put Lingard on actually quick bursts forward past Kane. Yeah, I think we are lacking a bit of pace up front. The problem is I don't know who we're gonna sub off, because Phil Foden has been pretty good. He's been creating a little bit. But we saw the problem there with having inverted wingers, if you will, people who are left-footed on the right-hand side. But when that opportunity comes to score, they won't take it on their right foot. They'll want to take it on their left foot. And in this occasion, he did. And unfortunately, it hasn't gone very well for Phil Foden. And Wojciech Szczesny made an easy, comfortable save. Goal again. Why am I on June? Why am I on this? Why am I on this game, June? June, why am I watching this England game? There's 4 goals over there. 4 goals over there. Jordan says, controversially, Lingard for Foden. Lingard for Foden. Wow, Harry Maguire driving up here. Can Raheem Sterling get the ball in the box? Oh, pick out Harry Maguire. Do something with it. Lovely interchange. Oh, just intercepted there. That was much better from Raheem Sterling, though, using the 1-2s. Controversially, Foden for Lingard. Wow. I could see that happening. Like I said, I don't think we've got many wide attacking options currently. I think if you're going to go wide attackers, it's either Lingard or Reece James on that right-hand side, and obviously, or moving Mason Mount further forward, bringing Reece James on, going to a 5 at the back, blah-de-blah. You know the drill by now. 4-0. I told Josh to stream Scotland. No one listened to you, June, unfortunately. We'll know to listen to you next time. We'll know you to listen to next time. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Ward-Prowse needs to be on free kicks. Yeah, he does. He really does. Here's Phil Foden dribbling through. Is that a foul? It is a foul. It is a foul at the edge of the box. Maybe this is what Curly's talking about. If he's watching it, maybe there is something that has gone on that I am yet to see with me being a minute behind. But that was better from Phil Foden. Much, much better from Phil Foden. Driving at the heart of the defence. That's what we need from our wide creative players, is players to drive at the heart of the defence. My phone has gone off because I was looking at all the scores. Let's have a look. Kosovo have got a goal against Spain. That makes it 2-1 there. That could be interesting. Denmark are 4-0 up against Austria. Israel have now finished their job at Moldova, which looked like it could have been a wobble. And still 1-0 Albania in San Marino. So hopefully San Marino can get that goal for us. Well, not for us, but, you know, I think it'd be absolute limbs if we did do that. Can Foden or can one person make the most out of this opportunity? It's a good range here, about 20 yards away from Szczesny. And it's hit the wall. You've got to do more with the free kick than hit the wall. I'd prefer it to go miles over there than hit the wall. At least you've got it past the wall. That is such a waste from Phil Foden. Get it to the pitch. Bring on Jesse Lingard. That's the free kick I meant. Sorry, it was terrible English as well. It's all right. I managed to read it, didn't I, mate? So I managed to read it. We're all rubbish at English, really, aren't we? I'll just top up my drink. 2 seconds. Here we are. Can someone tell me how many likes we have on this stream as well? Maybe we can push for 25 likes. I don't know how many we've hit currently. So someone let me know how many we're currently on by refreshing the stream. Obviously, if I do that, the stream will end. That is the only problem. I'd like to see maybe Kyle Walker come off or go to a 3 at the back. I'm surprised it's taken him to 75 minutes to want to make a change here. I really, really am surprised. It has been a long, long time, man. especially with the lack of effectiveness. 21, maybe we can get to 25 by the end. Thank you, Jordan. Maybe we can get to 25. That would be the dream. That really would be. Like I said at the beginning, we'll be looking to stream. Well, at the beginning, I said it midway through. I will be looking to stream some more games. So if you guys do enjoy, be sure to let me know what games you'd like me to stream. Like I said, keep your eye out. Jordan will be coming on here. No dislikes this time. Even better, even better. That's the problem, though, Jordan. The more people you get viewing it, the more people you're going to get disliking it. There was a video I had the other day, which definitely looked like there was just someone who was just in a mardy with me, or I just didn't like their opinion or they didn't like my opinion. Sorry, because it ended up being that I think I had 10 views and 4 dislikes, and considering I had like 4 views from myself. That was the problem, because I had 4 views when I was watching it, and watching it on my other account, my watching account. But yeah, I had 4 dislikes and I had like 2 likes, and I was like, what on earth? BRB switching to my other account for a cheeky like. Thank you, Curly. I really appreciate that. And he's here. Bueno. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another ball whipped in from Calvin Phillips. Harry Maguire? No. Not able to do anything. Have there even been any subs here? It is getting a little bit late in the day here, and I don't think, unless I missed one there as I was rambling on, which I haven't missed, there isn't any. That is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Very disappointing for England. I think I'm going to sit and sulk if we draw this. I genuinely think I will. It's disappointing. Declan Rice, though, he has been my man of the match so far. Declan Rice, he's been fantastic. Defensively, he's been there, and midfield-wise, he has also been there. I wouldn't say any of the Polish players are on for man of the match at the moment. I don't think any of them have really been too fantastic, but that's well won again, high up the pitch there from Poland. I say high up the pitch, high in their own half. So nicely done from them. 77 minutes. Yet to see a sub. I'm starting to get a bit worried here. Unfortunately, Frank Lampard for the New England coach. I don't think I could put myself through that. I don't think I can put myself through seeing Frank Lampard get sacked twice from teams that I want to watch. So I don't think I could do that. Let's put Stevie G there first, or someone like that. Frank Lampard came to Chelsea too early, and I think if he goes to England, it'll be too early as well. So unfortunately, as much as I love him as a footballer and he's my role model and my icon, I don't think I could do it. Unfortunately, I don't think I could see him at England, but it would be nice, and we all know Mason Mount will get plenty of game time if he did. Raheem Sterling out wide here, dribbling. Mason Mount gets the ball in. Poor ball in there from Mason Mount. That is where we need to be more clinical. I wonder if Gareth Southgate is worrying about making a change here because he knows he has his best squad out on the field. But Mason Mount on his left foot there should be doing better. He really, really should. It should be a much better attempt and opportunity here for Mason Mount. And unfortunately, it's gone out for a corner though. So maybe we can get something from this. But I feel like with the lack of chat at the minute, if something had already happened, you guys would have already told me. Ball whipped in, dropped by the keeper, and they've given a foul. I'm not quite sure why they've given a foul to that. Wasn't in his hands. Wasn't at all. And Phil Foden, that's not Phil Foden, that's John Stones. John Stones has gone down injured. So 80 minutes played. Yet to see a sub. It sounds like a repetition here, really, doesn't it? Sounds like I'm repeating myself. Jordan Spence, Jay Ships for New England coach. I would love to see Curly give a coaching role a go. That would be truly, truly brilliant. Thank you for you guys for stopping by the way. I really do appreciate that. And if there is, I'm sure there is some other people. Obviously, one of them is my phone. So if there is anyone else and, you are watching, thank you for stopping by. Obviously, appreciate if you let me know who you are and that you're there. We're all friends here, aren't we? We're all friends here, even if we do beef Jordan for supporting Potter. A little bit of handbags there from, was that John? Ben Chilwell, and the right winger of, it looked like maybe Piatek there. I remembered his name this time. Bit of handbags there when the ball went out, but nothing too much in it. Nothing too much in it. Poland, though, growing into this game, really growing into this game, and hopefully for England, we can get something, because I am feeling a little bit disappointed about how this game is going so far. Please do let me know with my microphone, because this is a new mic to me and I don't know how far away it can pick me up. So I don't know if it can pick me up like when I'm here. Obviously, that looks funny because I'm away from the camera, but it means I can, I'm not cutting off my own head by sitting like this all the time just because I think I have to. Here we go. I'd sign Ronaldinho on day one, no problem. Ronaldinho. What a man. What a man. The Paraguayan legend, as they all say. Need your new Albanian subs in the comments section. I miss them. Yeah, me too. They were really, really kickstarting this, really, weren't they? They really were carrying us. But nevertheless, it's all good. We've got us guys. We had Hamza earlier. We had Nico earlier. Hopefully, we can get a few more people back in. It's just that it's nice to have you guys in here. It's like I'm able to talk to you guys, and that's even better. Obviously, I can't see most of you at the minute, so even better. And help me grow as well. No reaction since the goal. Second gear, no urgency. Should press the hell out of them and get on the front foot. Totally agree there, Aaron. It has been disappointing, really has. Jeez, it really, really has. It's been disappointing. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to continue like this because Gareth Southgate is yet to make a sub. We need some fresh legs in here. Get Jesse Lingard on. Get him running in behind. He might not be the best technically, but he runs, and he runs hard. And that is the most important thing about this. Kyle Walker can't get there. Back to the keeper. Big oof. Here we go again. Right, guys, it looks like it's going to go, well, I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw. But we've got 8 minutes left. Times can change. Things can change. Let me know, who is your man of the match? If you've been watching, I know a couple of you are watching, whilst you're watching me, which is even better, so we can have this debate. Who is your man of the match so far? For me, I think I'm going with Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice has been fantastic, winning the ball in all types of different positions. I nearly said potato then. Positions. I don't know what I was going to say. Positions or what? I don't know. Positions up the pitch, and he has been phenomenal on the ball as well, linking play together. He looks so calm and relaxed. It's easy to forget he's the same age as us. But now I don't know why we're playing the ball around the back. We need to get this further forward. It's like we're happy to be drawing 1-1. Why are we happy to be drawing 1-1 with Poland? With a Robert Lewandowski, Poland, 96th minute penalty saved by Nick Pope. If it's 96th minute penalty and we've got 6 minutes added time, I'd be very surprised, Curly. But hopefully we get some sort of drama coming late on. Maguire goal. It looks like there's a Maguire goal. Hopefully. I really hope you're not having me on here, Jordan, because this is so dead at the minute. Mason Mount driving through, tries to play the ball into Sterling. Mount again. Goes out for a corner. Is this where Jordan's goal comes from? Is this it? Is this the moment I've been waiting for? Am I going to be able to get up and chant and sing and just be happy? Is this the moment? Well, let's find out. It is Phil Foden on an outswinging corner. Lots of bodies in the box here. Lots defending. Look like they're marking zonally here. Maybe not a big fan of it. Ball into the back post. John Stones, Harry Maguire. What a finish that is from Harry Maguire on the half volley. What a strike. John Stones has run into the back post, headed it down, and Harry Maguire with a simply sensational finish. Harry Maguire goal. Jordan wasn't lying to us. Thank God he wasn't. I don't think I could have done with a heartbreak. Bare lies. Definitely not, Curly. Here we are, finally. We have got our noses back in front. Maybe not the greatest of games for England, but if we can take 3 points away, then absolutely it will be all fine. What a strike that is. And maybe questions about Wojciech Szczesny. Let me know Are there questions about Wojciech Szczesny's goalkeeping there for you? I think I'll just put two massive... Oh my God, that's the cider gone to me, making me burp. Apologies. I think I'd have just put two massive hands up there. But I guess it is reaction time. It's flying at you fast. But what a connection that is with the ball there from Harry Maguire. Wow, what a connection with the ball. A great, great finish. Impressive as well, that actually. He's made up for John Stones' error. John Stones has made up for his own error. And Foden subbed now. It's all coming together finally. Yes, I can see that. That's just about to happen. It looks like Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I can't see. I can just see a tall guy over there. It's Reece James. That's who it is. I could only see a tall guy over there. So it is Reece James coming on. Maybe going to Mason Mount slightly further up the field. And a 5 at the back. It looks like that might be the position just from the kickoff here. Mason Mount is coming out to this right-hand side to get that link up with Reece James. And might as well give Porto the win now. Yeah. God, please don't. Please, please, please don't. Really, please. Yeah, but it looks like it's going to... It genuinely could be as well. As if Jordan might have just nailed this. Jordan, what are the lotto numbers for next week? Let us know. In fact, give us a lot of numbers after Porto beat Chelsea then. After Porto beat Chelsea. So, 5 minutes left. We've finally got our noses in front. We need to hold on to this. Maybe that's why we've gone to a 5/3 at the back. Kyle Walker is in that central defensive centre-back role. That's what I meant to say. Where I thought he'd go if we went to a 3 at the back. This is the dynamism we do have with playing these players. Is you are very easy. It doesn't take much to swap formations, just to switch. So there is up all the Wi-Fi for those guys. So you've got to take some hits, especially because Charlie's got his assignment due in. So there are 7 of us. I'm hoping the stream is okay. The Wi-Fi signal is at the top. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it closer to the router. Right. I'm sat next to the router, so that doesn't make any sense. A few minutes left. Who is everyone's man of the match? Dominic Calvert-Lewin is now coming on now. Didn't see who that was for. Probably Harry Kane. Give him those, it's only 2 minutes at the end of the day, but give him those extra minutes. And Harry Kane just did take a knock as well. So hopefully Dominic Calvert-Lewin maybe come on, score himself a goal. Let me know, guys. We are 2 minutes away from full time or the end of normal time. Who is your man of the match? Who do we reckon is the man of the match? Get an Ethernet cable. I actually do have one, Jordan, but the problem is I don't want to use up all the bandwidth. That is the problem. I've got one literally sat next to me, and obviously I can't change it over now, otherwise the stream will go down. But there have been complaints before because I've been the only one on the internet. So it's not very strong internet, which is the problem. Jesse Lingard as well is coming on. Wow, it's all happening now. Why didn't we do this 10 minutes ago? I guess we can't complain. We are actually winning. Sterling, Kane and Foden have all come off now for Reece James, Jesse Lingard and Harry Kane. So let me know, who is your man of the match for this evening? Aaron says, I like the idea Southgate has been setting up, but his in-game decisions and being so indecisive really let him down big time. Yeah, I think he's been too indecisive in this game. He almost reminded me a little bit of, Maurizio Sarri when he was at Chelsea. That lack of wanting to change. Maurizio Sarri used to just bring on Ross Barkley, and that's all he'd do. And that's what it felt like a little bit. Ball out. It reminds me a bit of Sarri being very negative in the way that he doesn't actually make too many changes. So, smash that like button. Absolutely smash that like button. Let's have a look at the scores on the doors everywhere else. So let's scroll through. Hungary are 4-0 up now against Andorra. North Macedonia are 2-1 up. 2-1. Oh my gosh. Curly's just put it. He can't spell it, but who cares? 2-1 North Macedonia. What a result this could be for Macedonia. Albania, the dream is dead for San Marino. 2-0 down now and playing the final 5 minutes. 4 minutes added time here. And yes, Curly can't spell it. So guys, let me know your man of the match. I know there's, a few people in this chat. So Curly, Aaron, Jordan, let me know your man of the match. Who do you think should be man of the match? I think I'm sticking with Declan Rice. I think it's been a great performance from the youngster, and it's been impressive in that midfield. And that is nuts. It is nuts, isn't it? It really is. 2-1 North Macedonia. Why wasn't I streaming this game? That would have been much more interesting to watch, and I definitely would have gone crazy. It looks like it's just going to be held in the corner here. Unfortunately, England are looking to wind down time. Well, it's not unfortunate, really, is it? It's just one of those things. It's a bit of a pain. I want to say Mount, but he's been a bit quiet the last 25. Yeah, I think I agree with that. But maybe that's because other people were getting into the game. That's not trying to defend him, but maybe that is why. That's been an option for him, hasn't it, to get people back in the game. So we've got a shout from Mount. Who, if it's not Mount, who are you going to go with? I think Mount's been decent, though, to be fair. Not maybe been at his absolute best, but he's been half decent. A bit of game management here. And Curly has gone with Declan Rice. Don't think anyone really stood out for me. No, I think that is the story of this international break, if I'm honest with you, Curly. I know they called you Joe again. I've never done that, other than earlier. I think that's the story of this international break, really. It has been a disappointing international break. By the looks of things, it looks like we're going to come away with all 9 points out of 9, which you'd think that we would enjoy, but it's just not been good. Ignic OP says Lord Maguire to the rescue. Yes, thank God for Harry Maguire. Thank God, Harry Maguire. Thank you for stopping by, mate. If you are new, smash that like button and hit subscribe, mate. We do this quite regularly, so it'd be great to see you in a few more streams. So thank God for Harry Maguire. Maybe Maguire's on your list for man of the match this evening. I think Harry Maguire's not been bad. He was a bit I don't think it can be Stones. Stones has let himself down after a fantastic season so far. He's let himself down a little bit. Let's have a look at the match ratings. What do people think? Yeah, Harry Maguire's on a 7.7. Harry Kane, 7.6. Rice, 7.5. So basically the players we expected to be there. Ben Chilwell's just been fouled there, and no wonder he is taking his time. England need these 3 points, because if we face Poland with Lewandowski, it is going to be a lot more difficult. Questions, though, around England, because if this ends up happening in the Euros, I don't see us getting any further than the quarterfinals. The way we have played tonight, no further than the quarterfinals, and I wouldn't be surprised if we got knocked out any earlier. Ben Chilwell's been about a bit, I suppose. Yeah, he has. He definitely has. He's been there or thereabouts, is what you could say. He's had a solid game, but it's been a quiet game, if I'm brutally honest with you. Is Glick blazes one? Is that Glick who blazed one over there? Who is that? That was absolutely awful. I think it was the other centre half there. A goal, Poland only shot being the mistake. Couldn't argue with Maguire man of the match. Yeah, I agree with that. He's been pretty decent so far tonight, and maybe he's on there. We are coming up to the full-time whistle. Germany losing to North Macedonia. I know, mate. It is completely mad. Maybe we should have been streaming that one. It would have been absolute limbs. And Northern Ireland has finished 0-0. Italy are 2-0 up against Lithuania. Greece and Georgia have drawn. And is it full-time in Germany yet? It doesn't look like it is, according to my phone. Hopefully, it will be soon, though. That is full-time on my stream. We will get into a bit of a debrief, but let's make sure that this Germany game crosses the line. North Macedonia could be on for a shock result here. I know it's an England stream, but it could be on here. I think they're into the final few minutes. Spain have beat Kosovo. France have only just beaten Bosnia-Herzegovina. But we will stop talking about this. I will get it on the screen for us now, guys, and we will have a bit of a debrief. So the England game tonight has been a bit of a slow one. That's the best way to put it. I think we've all come to that agreement. It has been a bit of a slow one so far, the whole international break. But importantly, we sit at the top of the table as we can sit here. We'll get into all the stats in a little while. But we sit at the top of the table, 9 goals scored, 1 goal conceded. Couldn't ask for much more. Maybe a few more convincing results. That would have been needed. But at the end of the day, 9 goals, 1 conceded. And that was a mistake from John Stones. And 3 wins out of 3 games played. Poland sit in 4th place with a job to do and to turn around. They do have, 7 games left. So should be a plenty of time for Poland, and they are in September, so they will have Robert Lewandowski left. So we will just look at the match ratings. Nick Pope got a 6.3 when called upon, wasn't able to save the shot. Kyle Walker and John Stones with 6.7s and 6.5s, probably deserved, maybe the 2 worst players on the pitch, but it has been an average England side tonight. Harry Maguire, 7.6, doesn't surprise me. Like Aaron just said, maybe could have been on for a Man of the Match award. I think he's up there with that man there, Declan Rice. Harry Kane, of course, on the same rating as Harry Maguire, but that was from that penalty. Didn't put much wrong, but expected more from the captain. Ben Chilwell with a 7.3 match rating. Can't really complain for that. Mason Mount, average night for Mason Mount at best. He was better earlier on. And Calvin Phillips, a little bit disappointing, as we can see here. Phil Foden had a big opportunity to make it, to get England's second goal, but wasn't able to on his right foot. And then Raheem Sterling, I wasn't impressed with tonight. I think that is maybe a little bit lenient. So the Poland team, there isn't really much to speak about here. All sort of average match rating. 6 is average in this kind of thing. But Moda, the goal scorer with the 7.2, it's hard to pick out who was actually their best player, because when you don't know all the players, it is hard to see who is who. Glick had a few moments, but other than that, there wasn't much. Looking at the statistics on the left-hand side, England absolutely dominated that game. We would have been annoyed if we didn't come out of that game with a win. 10 shots to Poland's 4, with them only registering 1 shot on target, and of course 63% possession. Like I said, they did grow into it that second half, much more evenly balanced, as we can see here, 56% to 44. So it definitely grew in evenness in that second half, which is why the game finished 1-1 in that second half. But overall, England have just done enough. Would have liked to have seen these substitutions a little bit earlier, but at the end of the day, that is that. And we will have a look, if I can get off here, we will have a look at the rest of the qualifying scores. So we've got all the tables here. Wow, that's even better. Portugal sit at the top of their table after last night's result against Luxembourg. Luxembourg, Ireland and Azerbaijan yet to play a third game. Spain are at the top of their group with Sweden. Not too much you'd expect differently there. 2 top teams at the top, with Zlatan Ibrahimovic back in that side. The Group C qualification round, again, not really much out of place. Italy and Switzerland are the best 2 there. France and Ukraine top in their groups. Bosnia-Herzegovina maybe should be doing a little bit better there. Belgium, Czech Republic and Wales, another big group. That one will be a close one. That might be the group to watch. Denmark, Scotland. Scotland, after that fantastic, we can see there, 4-0 win tonight. Absolutely fantastic win for, I clicked on the wrong one there, against the Faroe Islands. It is only the Faroe Islands, but you've got to get a job done. And that is what Scotland have done. Moldova sitting rock bottom of that group, and Turkey are leading the way in Group G, even though they drew 3-3 against Latvia last night after beating the Netherlands on the opening night. It means they are sat above them. That looks like an interesting group as well. Montenegro on 6 points, Norway on 6 points, absolutely. And then we get down to ours. We have Croatia and Russia leading the way in that one. That one looks like a bit of a, if a big team was in that group, that would look like an easy group. England leading the way, as we've already discussed. And that is the confirmation there that Germany have lost to Macedonia. Full-time, Macedonia 2, Germany 1. Wow, absolutely wild. That puts them into second in the group. Hopefully they can maintain this. They've got Romania, Iceland. It's going to be a hard group. They need to take points against Liechtenstein if they want to be able to do that. Armenia, again, maybe the shock there. Maybe you'd expect to see one of these two teams a little bit higher up, but we don't. So that is concluding today's video. Let me see you all again. And we have a few more comments. Let's see what everyone is talking about, because I haven't seen it in ages. So where were we? We were going, bet my brother isn't wearing his Germany shirt anymore. I bet he's not. And here he is. Here is Ollie. Rip Germany. Hello, Jordan. Bayern Munich looking to poach North Macedonia's starting 11. That would not be surprised. LMAO, brilliant timing that from you, Ollie. Brilliant timing for you to drop in there. Jumped before pushed. They've done it. What a result. What a result for Macedonia. And it has been a big result tonight. So I think that's going to conclude tonight's action and tonight's video. There isn't really much more to talk about unless you guys have any big points you want to talk about in this game. The only big thing is, was it a penalty? Did Raheem Sterling go down a little bit easy? I'm probably inclined to say yes. But at the end of the day, it's got us the job done, and that's all we can complain about. And for the charity, of course. Yeah. So I will complete this video here. Like I said, if you are new, be sure to like and subscribe. Trying to hit 25. I think we're on about 22. So hopefully we can hit that, even if it's after the video has gone up. That would be absolutely fantastic. I've been Sam Redgate-Large. Thank you for joining the stream. And most importantly, stay safe.